Hello everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Katie, and today is my monthly TBR video. Okay, so before I filmed this video, I was so cold that I grabbed my tea because I was really cold today. It's snowy out. It's my E-mug from The Incredibles, one of my favorites. It's an oddly shaped mug. I am not holding it crooked. It's just the way it's shaped. It's okay to drink out of though. Okay, so I actually went back into my last month's video TBR game to make sure that I had all the books, and I realized that I was wearing the same shirt as last month. So I went and changed. I'm like, yeah, I was surprised that happened. So I had to change. I changed it to my pretty floral Camino style, kind of has sleeves. Okay, but anyway, so let's go ahead and go through all of the books that we had for last month and see how we did. I'm filming this actually on today, the same day you're going to see this video, so it's the Friday before the 31st, which is Monday. So I have a few more days to finish anything that I need to. But let's go ahead and see our choices for last month. So the first one was, Can You Keep a Secret? Your Best Friend Told You a Big Secret. Pick a book that is rarely mentioned. So that was one of the cards that we had, and so I picked Charming as a Verb by Ben Philippe. I've heard nothing about this, but I still need to read it. I'm only that far in, but I still have 3 days left. This should be completely done by then, hopefully. Okay, so that was the first book. Second book that I had for the game was, let's go over here. You forgot to put your name on the test, and now your teacher can find it. Pick a book that has a title with all the letters of your name. So for that card, I chose Tuck Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt, and I did read this. Really good, by the way. I loved it. So I will talk more about all the books that I did finish on Monday in my wrap-up video. So I did finish this one. Yay. Then the next book that I had was Spring Fever is in the Air and Love is Blooming Everywhere. Pick a book that has the color red on the cover. So for that one, I ended up picking Mary Poppins by P.L. Travers, and I did just finish this literally about half an hour before I started filming, so this one got done. Also really enjoyed it. Quite a bit different from both movies, actually. There were some parts that were the same, but there were a lot of different parts, so I did read this. Let's see. Next one was, You Have to Write a Short Story for English Class. To get inspiration, read a short book. So for this one, I was going to read The Whole Story by Half a Girl. The Whole Story of Half a Girl by Vera Hiran and Ani. And I just started it. But again, this is a pretty short book. It's about 200 pages. So this one again should be done by Monday. Let's see, the next card that I got was, You forgot to hand in that school assignment, and now it's the end of the school year and you need to hand it in. Pick a book that has been on your TBR over a year, which literally could be anything probably. But for this one, I chose Snapshot by Liz Well, and I did finish this one as well. And my mom is reading this one actually. So I have to give that back to her after this video. And then the last book that was on my TBR was Something Strange is Going On at School. Everyone is acting strangely and weird things are happening. Pick a sci-fi book. And for that one, I was going to read Incarceron by Catherine Fisher, and I did finish this. I actually finished this in less than 24 hours, and it is a big one. It's almost 450 pages, so I finished that one. Really enjoyed it, and I'll talk about that more on Monday. So that's not bad. I literally only couldn't finish 2 books out of my 7. Oh wait, actually there is one more. Hold on. Where'd it go? I lost my card. There it is. It was stuck to another one. But the last card, if you watched my video and you remembered you forgot one, Your Dog Ate Your Homework for Real This Time. Pick a book with an animal on the cover. So for this one, I was going to read Alone by Megan E. Freeman, and it never came in from the library. I was only the second person on hold, but I don't know if there's probably like a 3-week limit on it, so that person probably had it for 3 weeks, and finally the person in front of me got the book, so hopefully I'll be able to get to it possibly next month, I'm hoping. But if I don't, I'm not going to worry about a book that I didn't even get, so I'm not going to count that against myself. So I'm going to take no punishment this month, only because I have a few more days left, and I think I could finish those 2 books in plenty of time. Hopefully. I also have 2 other ones I want to finish, but you never know. Okay, so, and also I forgot I did pick 2 of these from my TBR star jar, and sorry about the wrinkly paper. I did origami, and apparently, yeah, they kind of got messed up. But the first one was Mary Poppins by P.L. Travers, and I did read that. As you all saw, I picked that for my game as well. And then the other one was Educated by Tara Westover, and I ended up DNFing this one. It just wasn't for me. I listened to the audiobook. The narrator was good. I enjoyed like the first part that I read, but I don't know, it started getting into stuff that I'm not comfortable reading with, so yeah, I DNF'd it. I started talking about like energy healing and stuff like that, and I'm just not comfortable with that, so I was like, you know what, we'll just put that in the giveaway pile. So, okay, I'm super excited to pick some new books out. Hopefully I can fit quite a few of my choices in the game. So if you're new here, my TBR game is called TBR Love Triangle, and that has nothing to do with the month of February, although it fits perfectly this month. But it's based off of the Archie comic books, so it has a lot to do with the high school life and things that go on in high school and during your school time years, even though I haven't been in high school for over 10 years. But I just think it's fun, and I'm actually in the works of creating a new board game, and I'm super excited about it. Hopefully it will be out, I'm thinking either March or April, but came up with the idea today. I was like, ooh, it's gonna be so much fun. I'm excited for it. I'll have to come up with everything. So I'm gonna take no punishment this month. So let's go ahead and start with our 2 books from our TBR jar, which I do 2 every month. I think 2 is fair. I should probably do only 1 this month because I have a lot of books I want to get to. But I have a whole bunch of cute origami stars in here, and they're hard to open, so I'm probably going to pause this video in between opening them. So first one I grabbed is a kind of blue and white star, and then the next one, hopefully I'll get one that's a different color. Ooh, I got a black and white striped one. So let's go ahead and open these up. Okay, so the first book that I opened up is Finding Yvonne by Brandy Colbert. And I not one on my TBR, but let's go ahead and open the other one. Okay, and then the last star that we opened up is Brightly Burning by Alexa Dawn. It got kind of ripped because those are hard to open. I should not have put them this tightly or used thinner paper because I used kind of cardstock, and yeah, that was a bad choice. Okay, so I actually had to go into the other room anyways to get that book, so I might as well got both. The first star one was Finding Yvonne by Brandy Colbert. And so this one, let's see. Now we can talk about it since I went into the other room. Okay, so it says, Yvonne has had her trusted violin to keep her company for years, especially in those lonely days after her mom walked out on her family. But with graduation just around the corner, Yvonne is forced to face the cold, hard truth. She just might not be good enough to be accepted into a music conservatory after high school. So, sounds good. I'm excited to read it. I think I picked it up because, well, the cover is gorgeous. And I also played musical instruments in high school, so I thought this would be fun. And then the second book that got picked was Brightly Burning by Alexa Dawn. Oops, shiny cover. But this one, I'm trying to remember where I found this. I think this was in the library book sale. No. Maybe Ollie's Bargain Outlet. But I think this is a standalone book, but it is a YA sci-fi, I believe. But it says, can love conquer deception and intrigue? Stella Ainsley leaves poverty behind when she quits her engineering job aboard the Stalwart to become a governess on a private ship. On the Rochester, there's no water ration, more books than one person could devour in a lifetime, and an AI who seems more friend than robot. But no one warns Stella that the ship seems to be haunted, nor that it may be involved in a conspiracy that could topple the entire interstellar fleet. So, sounds good. I love more YA sci-fi versus like adult sci-fi, so hopefully this is really good. I'm excited to read it. Okay, so those are the 2 books that we got in our star jar. That's not bad. They're not big books. Trust me, there are big books. There are series continuations in there, so I think we did good with our star TBR jar. Not till I wanted to read this month, but I think at least this one's a romance. I'm not sure about this one. Maybe they're both romance, so we'll find out. Okay, so those are the 2. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with our cards for this month. So I totally forgot I have to do my rolls, but before I get started, yeah, they're all based off the Archie games. There are fun prompts in them. If you have different book prompts, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll try to fit it in this game or my next game. So I would love to have your suggestions for this. If I do get 3 of one color, I do have to pick another card. If I did order a book. I've been terrible at keeping my book spending to a limit, but I ordered a book outlet haul, and it hasn't come in yet. But I cannot open it until this card comes in my TBR game. So I'm going to play until at least this card comes up. The Love Triangle. This is my book buying allowment. So that hasn't worked out lately. But if I do get that, that's when I can open my book outlet box and show you the haul. That's kind of being mean to you, but I'm trying to be mean to myself. Okay. So let me go and roll the numbers. So I rolled, and I will put my screenshot up here, but I rolled a 7. And I'm being mean to myself with this because I rolled the first time and forgot to screen record it, and I only got a 5. So I was like, no, I'm going to be fair and honest, and I will screen record to do the second shot, and I got a 7. So, oh well, that happens. So let me put down 7 just so I don't forget. So that is our base setup for our cards. Hopefully I can fit in as many of the books that I want to read. So let's go ahead and mix these up. Oops, I want to cheat. We'll put that in the middle somewhere. I'm not cheating, I'm just mixing them up. Okay, so the first card that I'm going to pick out of our 7 is this one. And it is a blue card, and it says, oh, this is perfect. Okay, so sleep over with your friends. Grab some popcorn, watch a movie, and talk about fashion, school, and shopping. Buddy read. So I'm so excited. I really am. Sorry, I'll hold it up in case you want to, pause it and have proof. But I'm so excited. I have so many buddy reads. Ooh, what should I choose? Ooh. I have like 6 books on buddy reading this month, and I'm excited for all of them. I guess I'll pick just the first one over here since it's near me. So I am going to be buddy reading this. It's called The Number of Love by Rosanna M. White. It is a Christian fiction by, and it's the Codebreaker series, book 1. So excited for this. It sounds so good. But I'm going to be buddy reading this with Oceana, and I will link down her channel down below. She is such a super, super nice lady. I met her a few weeks ago, and yeah, she's just super nice, and I'm so excited to have our first buddy read this month. So excited. So it says, 3 years into the Great War, England's greatest asset is their intelligence network. Field agents risking their lives to gather information, and code breakers able to crack German telegrams for hints of the enemy's plans. Margot de Wilde thrives in the environment of the secretive Room 40, where she spends her days deciphering intercepted messages. But when her world is turned upside down, she discovers for the first time in her life that numbers aren't enough. So I'm excited. I love a good kind of spy espionage style story. So I'm very excited to read this one. It'll be my first book by this author too. So yay, I'm excited. Okay, so that was our first card. Okay, our next one is, it'd be really nice if I got that love triangle card. Nope, but it's a yellow one. It's not a duplicate. Okay, it says, oh no, you're getting ready to go to the school dance and you can't find a pair of shoes to match. Pick a book that matches your outfit. Well, I'm wearing black. You should see my leggings. My leggings are like, let me see if I can show you. Blue, leaves, brown, yellow. They do not match this at all. I should not have showed you that. But I have pink, I have flowers. Ooh, there's a lot. Okay, let me go and think. Okay, so for that one, pick a book that matches your outfit. I did find a book that I think goes quite well. So I'm going to read Wanderlost by Jen Malone. And I've been dying to read this book for months and months and months, and I'm finally got a hold of it. I think it matches. It's got the pink for the flowers. It's got the green and yellow in the background for my leggings. It's got blue for my leggings. So I think it's got pretty much every single color. Shorts are black. It matches the entire outfit. So this is what I'm choosing to match my outfit. This is about a girl who she can't think of a better place to be than in perfectly boring Ohio, and she's ready for a relaxing summer. But when her older sister Elizabeth gets into real trouble, Aubrey is talked into taking over Elizabeth's summer job, leading a group of senior citizens on a bus tour through Europe. Never mind that Aubrey has never left the country, or that the tour company still thinks they're getting exceptional Elizabeth and not train wreck Bree. So it sounds super adorable. I love a good travel story. I'm guessing there's bound to be a little of romance. This is a YA romance, I believe. So I'm excited to try it. It sounds super cute. And yeah, I'm glad this one made it on the TBR. Okay, let's go ahead and pick our next card. So our next card. It could be months before I finally get the love triangle. Okay, so ooh, okay. This does not go well because I don't know if I have a book to fit this. Okay, babysitting twins. Get them to go to sleep by reading a children's book. I'm trying to think if I have. Ooh, I could read that. I don't know what I want to read now. Trying to decide. I have a couple middle grade, but like when I made this, I was thinking more of like younger children age for this card. I could read a fun pop-up book that I haven't read yet. I got this awesome Peter Pan book. Like it is stunning and gorgeous. And it is a pop-up book, and I believe it has the story involved in it. Yes, it does. You know what? I think I'm going to pick this one. It's adding another book onto my TBR, but it is fun, and it is a children's book, and I kind of want to read this. And it's beautiful. I mean, look at that. It is gorgeous. So this is the Peter Pan edition by J.M. Barries, and it is made and created the pop-up book by Robert Sabuda, and he is an incredible pop-up artist. I've seen a lot of his books, and like I want them all. They are gorgeous. So I think I'm going to pick this, and I'll show you one of the pop-ups. Like, they are insane. Like, insane. Let me see if I can show you. I've already seen the back, and it's huge. All right, so, yeah, there's this. So that is like the whole, like this Mermaid Lagoon down at the bottom there. We've got a waterfall, trees. Yeah, this book is ginormous. So, if you want me to, I'll leave a comment down below, and I'd be happy to do like a whole flip through of this book because it is gorgeous, and it's got the whole story in it. I'm excited. I'm gonna read this one. I know it's not like exactly like a full. Well, it is a full book, but yeah. When I made that card, I specifically thought of like an actual children's book versus like a middle grade. Like I just wanted to have something fun, so I'm going with that. Okay. So that is 1, 2, 3 books. I have 2 different piles going, books that I own and library books. That way I don't get confused. Although it's confusing you with me turning my head, but okay. So let's go ahead. Didn't we get 7 last month too? I think the dice are being mean to us. Okay. Oh, okay, this is easy. You just spotted your Hollywood crush. You know, I mean like totally freaking out. Pick a 5-star prediction read. Okay, 5-star prediction. There are a lot that I could pick for this one because I do have a lot of Christian romance books on my TBR this month, but you know what? I'm going to go with one that I have been dying to read, and it's on my shelf, and it is on my TBR, but it is Tacos for Two by Betsy St. Amant, and I want to read this so bad. So this is Christian fiction, and yeah, that cover, look at that cover. It'll probably be my favorite cover of 2022, to be honest. It's gorgeous. But it says, food truck owner Rory Perez may not be able to cook, but she's determined to keep the family business out of the red. An upcoming contest during a food truck festival seems like the best way to do it. The prize money could finally give her solid financial footing, freeing her up her time to meet the man she's been talking to via an anonymous online dating site. So, dating site. She's a cook. I love food type. I wonder if there's any recipes. Not seeing any recipes at a glance. It would be great if there was a taco recipe in here. No recipe. But I'm excited for this one. It sounds really cute. And this is my very first, actually, book by Betsy St. Amand. And yeah, I'm really excited for this Christian fiction book. So excited. She looks like a really nice lady, by the way, on the back. You can see. Come on, focus. Not going to focus on her. But she looks really nice. Anyway, so, hey, yay. Okay, so I will be reading that book for that prompt. So we have 4 books. And we need 3 more. And my foot's falling asleep. I'm going to stretch it out if I have room over here. Okay. Our next card. Please be a love heart triangle. Nope, it's blue. Okay. So let's see. You take the family jet on spring break and head for parts unknown. Pick a book that is set in another country from where you live. You know, I don't know if I have. Oh, wait, I do. And it's another buddy read. Okay. So, what I'm going to read for this one is... It's over here. Oops. Okay. Is the second book in the Thursday Murder Club mystery series. And it is The Man Who Died Twice by Richard Osman. And I read the first book with over 300 other people who planned on reading it in one of my book groups that I'm in. And most of us enjoyed it. I gave it 3 stars. Or 3.5 stars, I can't remember. So I liked it enough to read the second book and see if I enjoyed this one. So I'm not sure if I can tell too much about this one since it's a sequel. But it's about just a bunch of older people in a retirement home in England, and I believe it's England. But it's part of the British Kingdom area. But they just go ahead and they solve mysteries together. They're just a bunch of people who pretty much will do whatever they have to solve the crime, even if the police are trying to solve it. But like, if they find out clues, they kind of go and just try to figure it out on their own. They're super funny. I enjoyed a lot of the characters in the Murder Mystery Club, so I'm excited to read this one. Yay! Okay. So that is for my book in a different country from where I live. The United Kingdom. United Kingdom. Did I say British Kingdom? I'm sorry. United Kingdom. My brain just isn't working right now. Okay. Sorry about that. Alrighty. So, we need 2 more. 2 more? 2 more. Okay, it is a green card, and I am totally not keeping track of these cards because we could have a duplicate anytime soon. Let's see. Uh-oh, we have 1 green, 1 blue, yellow, and blue. Okay, so we have 2 blues and 2 greens, so we could have a 3rd one coming up soon, but not yet. Okay, so I lost the card. There we go. Okay, so this next one is your friends invite you on a weekend camping trip into the wilderness. Pick a book with a nature scene on the cover. So it could be anything. It could be flowers. It could be pretty much anything. I do have a book right here, actually, that has flowers on it. It's not on my main TBR. See if I can find something else. Okay, I think I'm going to actually take this one. Because this one I kind of want to read more than that one. I think. But this is, yeah, I think it's got a nature scene on the cover. This is Death on the Nile by Agatha Christie, and yes, I want to read mostly romance books this month, but Chantel over at Chantel Reads a Lot, I will link her channel down below as well. She is doing a buddy read of this in February, so I thought I would try it. This will actually be my very first Agatha Christie, and I'm excited because I have been wanting to read an Agatha Christie and I just haven't gotten around to it yet, so yeah, I'm excited. So Death on the Nile, this is actually a Hercule Poirot mystery and not a Miss Marple mystery. There is no, there was no blurb on it. Nothing. No blurb on the front, no blurb on the back. And it's just, oh wait, it does. I lied. I thought it was just reviews, but it's not down at the bottom. So it says, famous detective Hercule Poirot is on vacation in Africa when he meets the rich, beautiful Lynette Ridgway and her new husband, Simon, I almost said Simone. Simon on a cruise ship on the Nile. He senses that something is amiss, that things aren't what they seem with the newlyweds. So that's all I'm going to read. There's a mystery. I'm excited. The cover's really cute. And it's got, let's see, it's got pyramids, so we know it's got the waterway, and it's got palm tree branches, so I consider that a nature scene. All right, so that is our, let's see, I think we have one more to pick, correct? This video might be a little bit longer than I planned on it being, but that's okay. All right, so last one. I'm going to mix them up because I think I just saw, oh no, I didn't see. I just don't want to cheat. I'm a fair person. Okay, so let's pick this one. It's great. Okay, no duplicates this month. Yay. Okay, ooh, your father just got your shopping credit card bills. Uh-oh. Pick a recently purchased book. Recently purchased. I'm waiting for books, but I can't even open them this month. Wow, I'm trying to think of a book that I've recently purchased. Well, I purchased this series, that Christian mystery series, but I don't have the first book, so that won't help me out. What did I buy with that collection? Oh, I think I have one. One moment, I'll have to find it. Okay, it was actually on my TBR cart there, and I bought this one along with that mystery series. So I Love You So Mochi by Sarah Kuhn, and I got this one because, again, the cover's really cute. It's got cherry blossoms. It kind of would have matched my outfit today too. But yeah, so it's super cute, super fun looking, and it says, she's obsessed with transforming everyday ephemera into Kimmy originals. Bold outfits that make her and her friends feel like the ultimate versions of themselves. But her mother disapproves, and after they get into an explosive fight, Kimmy's entire future seems on the verge of falling apart. So when a surprise letter comes in the mail from Kimmy's estranged grandparents, inviting her to Kyoto for spring break, she seizes the opportunity to get away from her disaster of a life. So there's bound to be a little romance in here. It's a YA romance book, but again, the cover just drew me in, and I think this is going to be a perfect book. So yay for all the books we got. Yeah, okay, so let me go ahead and share the rest of the other books that I'm gonna be picking, but I know somebody wanted to know all of the clean romances that I was gonna read this month, so again, these two, clean romance. I'm pretty sure the YAs are gonna be fairly clean, but more for like young adults, but yeah, so these two definitely are clean. Let me see, and then I will go ahead and go through the rest of the books that I'm excited for this month. Okay, so I think I have two on my shelves that I'm going to be reading. I'm going to be reading this one. I have a couple buddy reads that I didn't mention yet. This one, I'm trying to think of what I'm reading. This one, can I get to it? It's like right behind me. I'm having problems. There we go. Okay, I think these are the last two buddy reads that I have. Yeah, I think. Okay, yeah. Anyways, so I have a couple more buddy reads that I'm going to be doing. They're all Christian fiction, I believe. But the first one is The Tchest by Heidi Schiavaroli. Wow, I'm sorry for mispronouncing that name wrong. Schiavaroli? But it's a really pretty cover. I'm reading this with Amanda over at The Curly Reader. I will link her channel down below as well. But we are going to be buddy reading this, and it is, I believe, all about the Boston Tea Party, and it says, I believe, oh, it's dual timeline. Okay. Interesting. I thought it was only one timeline, but it is dual timeline. Boston 1773 and present day. So it talks about Emma Malcolm's father is loyal to the crown, but Emma's heart belongs to Noah Winslow, a patriot. Her father's promised her hand to Samuel Clark, forcing her to give up Noah and the friends who are like family to her, as well as the belief she embraces. After Emma is drawn into the Boston Tea Party, Samuel blackmails her with evidence condemning each participant. Wow, okay. So that is back in that day. Present day, Lieutenant Haley Ashworth is determined to be the first woman induced into the elite Navy SEALs. But before her dream can be realized, she must return to Boston to put the abuse and neglect of her childhood behind her. When an unexpected encounter with the man she once loved leads her to the discovery of a tea chest and the document hidden within, she wonders if perhaps true strength and freedom are buried deeper than she first realized. Ooh, sounds really good. And this is my first book by this author as well. So a lot of these are brand new authors to me. I'm excited for all of them. But yeah, so that one I'm reading with Amanda. And then I'm reading this one along with another book with one of my friends in my book groups. But we're going to be reading this one, A Portrait of Emily Price by Catherine Ray. And we're also going to be reading Dear Mr. Knightley, also by Catherine Ray. And I'll put a picture of it here. But this one, it says, Emily Price, fix-a-girl extraordinaire and would-be artist, dreams of having a gallery show of her own. There is no time for distractions, especially not the ultimate distraction of falling in love. But Chef Benito Vassallo's relentless pursuit proves hard to resist. Visiting from Italy, Ben works to breathe new life into his aunt and uncle's faded restaurant, Piccolo. Soon after their first meeting, he works to win Emily as well, inviting her into his world and into his heart. So, sounds good. I'm really excited. Again, another new Christian author that I've never read by, but I'm excited. So, I have a couple more clean romances that I'm excited for, and then we'll get into a couple of YA and one adult one. So, let's see. So, I'll be reading, am I reading a couple by Hadley Beckett? I'm trying to think. I think I have one by Hadley Beckett, and she's another new author. I don't know anything about this book, but it's called Hadley Beckett's Next Dish. Oh, no. Why did I say Hadley Beckett? It's not. No. Oh, I just mixed up the name of the book and the author. I can't believe I did that. It's called Hadley Beckett's Next Dish by Bethany Turner, and I will put the book cover here. But I don't know much about it. I know that it's about, I believe, a cooking show and two different chefs who are involved in the cooking show. And yeah, so I'm excited to read it. It's for a couple of different challenges that I'm in that can fit that book. So yeah, so that's by Bethany Turner. And then I have one more book by Bethany Turner. Yeah, so another book by Bethany Turner. She is a Christian writer as well, and this one is called Plot Twist. And that cover, again, stunning. I love that cover so much. That's so beautiful. I love it. But this one says February 4th, 2003 promises to be a typical day for Olivia Ross, a greeting card writer whose passion project is a screenplay of her own. But after she and a handsome actor have a magical meet-cute in a coffee shop, they make a spontaneous pact. In 10 years after they found the success they're just sure they're going to achieve, they'll return to the coffee house to partner up and make a film together. So, and the only problem, Olivia neglected to get the stranger's name, but she doesn't forget his face or the date. That sounds super cute. So, again, that's another book that I'm excited for this month. I know I'm not going to get to all of these. There's no way. No way. But I'm going to try. And then I think I have one more Christian fiction author. This is again by the same author who wrote Tacos for Two that I showed you. But this is called All's Fair in Love and Cupcakes. All's Fair in Love and Cupcakes. Forgot to read the bottom. But again, very cute cover. This is another cooking one. I have a lot of cooking related books this month. Just happened, I guess. But it sounds cute. It says, Kat Varland has had enough of chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. At 26, Kat is still living in the shadows of her family in Bayou Bend, Louisiana. Still working shifts at her Aunt Maggie's bakery. Still wondering what to do with her passion for baking and her business degree. And still single. But when Lucas Brennan, Kat's best friend, signs her up for a reality TV bake-off on Cupcake Combat, everything Kat ever wanted is suddenly dangled in front of her. Creative license as a baker, recognition as a visionary, and a job at a famous bakery in New York. So, I'm excited. It sounds really cute. So that is my last for my clean Christian fiction romances. I have a couple of YA. I forgot to mention one book in my TBR video, which I want to get to in February because it is for my Read Around the World-a-thon. I will link the announcement video down below, but it's a year-long readathon that I'm doing, and February's prompt is to read a book that is set in France. So the book I'll be reading is All the Light You Cannot See. I will hopefully be doing the audiobook. If I can't get to it this month, I'm not going to worry about it. You can read these books anytime during the year. You can mix up the prompts. You don't have to read them in any particular month, or if you want to read more than one in a month, you are happy to. If you want to join in, I would love for you to join in my Read Around the World-a-thon. This is the first year it's happening, but I plan on doing it every single year. So go check that out in the description box. I will leave the link to the video as well. So let's get back to the original video. I have one adult fiction, which I'm not sure if I'm going to like, but it just sounded really cute. So I'm hoping I'm going to like it. And I'm hoping it's going to be fairly clean. We'll find out. If it's not, I can always DNF it. But it's called The Rehearsals by Annette Christie. And again, this cover is really cute. It's got pretty blue and red flowers. But this is kind of like a Groundhog Day retelling. It says 2 people, one wedding, no end in sight. So it's about this couple who they have, I believe, been in love most of their lives. Yeah, they've been inseparable since college, and they have long dreamed of this day to come. But then they get into a huge argument, like I think it's right after the rehearsal dinner. They get into a huge argument, and they want to just give up the wedding and not do it. And what happens is they wake up and they find themselves back in the same day. And so everything's going to happen. It's going to be a lot of repeat days. I know a lot of people don't tend to particularly like these type of books because there is so much repetition probably, but Groundhog Day is one of my, like, a really cute and fun movie. So I'm kind of hoping this is, oops, almost hit myself in the face. This should be a really, really cute book as well. So I'm excited for that one. I think I'm going to only share like 1 or 2 more because, excuse me, I just have too many. My voice is going away. I do apologize. I always cough when I lose my voice. Okay. Last book. Ooh, did you see that gray hair? Actually, it's not even gray. It's silver. Like, look at that. Just shining for the whole world to see how old I am. Okay. Last book I'm going to talk about, because I don't think I'm going to get to all of these, honestly. There are just way too many. I have like 20 books I want to get to. Maybe 25. There's just no way. There's no way. Even if if I force myself, I could read every day, but I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm just going to read what, kindly to myself and not force myself to read so much. Okay. So last book I'm going to talk about is A Taste for Love, and this is by Jennifer Yen, and I basically got it for this. Bubble tea. I love bubble tea so much. I think we're going to get like 2 this month because I just love it. I love bubble tea so much. I love it more than regular tea. I used to buy like the huge containers of like just popping boba pearls, but they have gone up in price. And the shipping too, so I haven't been able to buy any. Okay, but anyways, Taste for Love. So this is about 2 feuding kind of people who own, let's see. I'm confusing books up. I do apologize. To her friends, high school senior Liza Yang is nearly perfect. Smart, kind, and pretty, she dreams big and never shies away from a challenge. To her mom, though, Liza is anything but. Compared to her older sister Jeannie, Liza is stubborn, rebellious, and worst of all, determined to push back against all of Mrs. Yang's traditional values, especially when it comes to dating. So, there's going to be baking. Again, more baking. Another bake-off in this book. Wow. So there's going to be another bake-off. Interesting. How many cookbooks can I read, or cook-related books that I can read? That's kind of funny. Okay, so this is the last book that I'm going to talk about. I do have a couple more, but I don't think I'm going to get to, so I'll show you the covers of them. If I do get to them, I will talk about them more at the end of the month, but I'm going to be reading, hopefully, Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. So this is another YA romance, a faux love story, another kind of, this is the one that I was mixing up with the other book. This is about 2 feuding restaurants, and the daughter and son of the restaurant people fall in love. So There's that one, and then I have this one, which I did want to get to. Maybe I'll get to it next month. It's called Rent a Boyfriend by Gloria Chao, and this is kind of like, I think she's like kind of tired of her family okay, so she rents Drew to be her boyfriend, and the mission is simple: to convince her parents fake Drew is worthy of their approval, so they'll stop pressuring her to accept a proposal from Hongbo, the wealthiest young bachelor in their tight-knit Asian American community. So I hope it's good. I'm probably not going to get to these three. There's no way that I can finish these plus everything else. So I'm going to be nice to myself and not force myself to finish all of these, because this month was a little hard, especially the last week. I realized I had to finish like 5 or 6 books, and it's kind of putting a toll on me, and I don't want to do that next month, because I'm going to hit a burnout if I do that. So we're just going to have fun. We're going to read what we want to read this month. Actually, most of these books are books that I wanted to read, other than like the TBR jar choices. But I'm excited for all these. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it was a little longer, only because my TBR was ginormous this month. But I think we found good books. And yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please, if you did, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like. I have tons of more fun videos, and as I said, I will only be doing the TBR Love Triangle card game for a couple more months until I hit that Love Triangle card. I don't know if I'm going to be that mean to myself. Let me know if I should be nice and just open that box of books that comes in. I shouldn't really force myself, because I don't even know, because I still have a ton of cards left in here. Like, I have at least a good 20 to 25 cards still in this deck, so it could be like forever before I get the Love Triangle card. But I did buy a lot of books, so, and I have a lot of books to read. So yeah, I will wait. I will wait. And in the meantime, I can work on that new TBR game. So I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.